Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 12 of this NHL 24 Draft Glory franchise mode here on my channel. Of course, on the edited side, we are still live streaming this as well. But today we're getting into the 2028 NHL Entry Draft after the Newfoundland Growlers finished with yet again a league bottom record, being the 33rd place team with that 22-53-7 record. We lost a total of 60 games yet again this season in regulation and overtime losses. So we have the best odds going into this draft yet again, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to win the number one pick. So here we go. We will advance a day or two, and we're in the Marianas Trench, YouTube. You are so correct there, Real Divinity. But yeah, let's get to it. So here we go. We're starting it off with the draft lottery, and we are going to land number one yet again. Beautiful. I know we're completely abusing the draft lottery at this point, but with the number one pick, it's got to be Weston Holloway. We need that pick because of what our team needs still fall upon, and yeah, defense is definitely still up there. It's better than really anything else we could draft at this point by getting another elite defenseman that's going to make a huge difference on our back end. And yeah, bunch of movement besides that, though. Ottawa slides from 7 to 2. The Islanders fall by one pick. The Penguins, of course, fall by one pick. And, of course, the Los Angeles Kings also fall by one pick because Ottawa slid up so far. So that is your draft lottery for this year. We're yet again going to luck out and win the number one pick. I wouldn't say it's luck. We're just going to straight up win. We're not going to move. We're not going to lose a lottery, which is beautiful. So, yes, Weston Holloway will indeed be my pick. As good as Roach looked, like Raphael Roach looked very good too, but we don't really need another top 6 forward. We do need another top 4 D-man. So yeah, Weston Holloway I think has to be the pick, especially with the 84-point season he just put up. I don't think it's really much of a question there. But yeah, United States Hockey League in the Eastern League this year, which is a little bit different from previous seasons. But yeah, we will absolutely. I'm glad that we won that pick. All right, so let's get to the retirees here, and yeah, we'll view the draft class in a second. But as we view the retirees, here we go. There it is, Ovechkin and Crosby in one draft, and Patty Kane, Steven Stamkos, Claude Giroux. What a retiree class! Holy moly, that was fabulous. W lottery though, yes, agreed, Cam. That was huge for us. But look at this retiree class. There's like, what, 6 players? 6 players over 1,000 points. Victor Hedman retires at 999 career points. That stings a little bit, my goodness. But wow, oh wow, what a retiree class. That's crazy. There's like 6 top 3 picks retiring this year, and Giroux as a 22nd overall pick was very good too. My entire childhood just retired. You were correct on that, Lemaire. That's how I feel there too. It's like, holy moly, goodbye everybody. But yeah, that's a crazy retiree class. Like, look at all of these players. That's awesome. What a retiree class. That is a legendary retiree class. And Jonathan Quick too. He calls it quits. He was still 77 overall at 42 years old. That's crazy. But yeah, great names in this retiree class. Amazing to see. And let's just check quickly if the Growlers actually lost anybody. I wouldn't be surprised if we did. And yeah, we lose Yanni Gourde and Ross Johnston. They weren't even that old. Like, Gourde probably could have played another year. But yeah, we do lose 2 names there to retirees, and the team will slowly and steadily start to get younger there. Look at all the players becoming coaches. That's crazy. And all right, we see a bit of coach retirement. Yet again, nobody on Newfoundland or Halifax, so that's what we like to see. And do we really need to do draft interviews? I don't think we do. Let's just go and take one more kind of browse over the draft class. It is going to be sad when those 2 retire. They have been such a driving force in the NHL for so many years. Interesting players in here. I don't think we're really going to be taking too many, if any, of these guys that are the like 1-bar elite players, but we'll wait and see, obviously. And then the question I have for you guys for the second round is, who are we taking here? Just as far as like Rogers, are we taking Rogers? Or are we taking Matthew Harding? Like I don't know who we're taking here, but I would love to get your guys' feedback on that, because I'm torn on that question. I don't know who we're actually going to take there. We'll probably try to get both of these wingers, so maybe a defenseman makes more sense there. I'm not entirely sure. What are you guys thinking? I would love to hear your comments. And ooh, top 4 D-man there at 83. That's not bad. We'll definitely look into that. Petrel probably doesn't quite fit what we're looking for, whereas Stéphane Gaudreau does. So yeah, things to keep an eye on. Ooh, another starting goalie at 189. That's not bad. Wait, is his name actually Steve Rogers? Hold on, I didn't notice that. Is it Rogers, really? Do we have a Steve Rogers in the draft class? I just did not even notice that. Hold on. Oh, no, it's Cole Rogers. Okay. If it was Steve, that would be hilarious. No, yeah, it's Cole Rogers. But yeah, what are you guys thinking there? Is everybody kind of unanimous here as far as we should be taking Holloweg over Roach? Like, I think that seems to me to be the kind of unanimous decision here. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that we should take that we should be looking to take Holloway over Roach? Like, I think that's probably the best decision here, even though Roach is ranked number 2, and our scout rank had him at number 1. Like, either of these guys could go number 1. But yeah, I'm really thinking Holloway. Yeah, damn, it was Cole. Yeah, unfortunately it was Cole. But yeah, this is what we got here for kind of pinned players that we're taking. Not going to be a whole ton of elites this year. For forward or D-man, can you tell which fits the coaching scheme better? Let's see. This guy would fit like a third line role really nicely as far as Matthew Harding goes, and if he is an elite 2-way forward, then he'd probably be good. But yeah, as far as Rogers go, Rogers is going to more than likely fit the new coaching scheme that we're going to implement with a whole bunch of pinch and cycle style players. So it's tough. That's why I'm asking you guys. I would love to know. Do you think we need yet another defenseman? That's like he would fit. He is a lefty, so that would actually not be a bad pick. But having another left winger too isn't necessarily going to hurt us. I just know that we could probably grab top 6 wingers a little bit further back and develop them, even though they're not going to be quite as good as Matthew Harding. We already have 2, like our top 6 for left wingers. As far as hello again, Stanley. Our top 6 for left wingers is set because we have Vasilyev and Healy, and we're set with that. Quebec, but they keep giving me old players. How do I take them? Oh, sorry, you're looking for. Hold on, gaming with solo. You're saying, they keep giving you old players like legends. Is that what you're saying? Like you keep getting like legendary kind of players. Cole Rogers can become Captain Canada. Yeah, okay, that could be cool. But solo, yeah, okay. So what you need to do is when you go to expand, you actually have to create the Quebec Nordiques as just a created team, and then you have to do a whole expansion draft with them. So that's going to be your way around that. So yeah, I think right now you're just implementing the legendary, like, historic Quebec Nordiques team. And that's probably why that's happening. So all right, now that we are on oh my goodness, Stanley. You just about ate it. Oh, and you knocked something into the box there. Okay. But yeah, I think we're pretty much ready to get on with the draft here. I don't think we're going to take this Phil Benson guy because he is 20. Yeah, you have to make the jerseys and everything too. It is a process, so I apologize on that behalf, but if you want to have that full immersion, that is going to have to be what you're going to have to do. So, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break the news to you, but yeah, that is the case. So, all right, let's advance one more day here, and then we will be at the draft. Let's see. How's our trade block looking? Obviously, we don't really need to do much here. But yeah, Vasilyev and DuPont are looking really good. As you can see, Levshunov's kind of dropping back to earth there. 20 means not enough time to grow. Debatable. I don't know about that. Like, yeah, yes, Steve, that's what I'm saying, is that that's why we're not going to take the elite goalie there. I'd rather take a starter that's 18, because then they're still going to have a decent chance of being an NHL goalie at a decent age and rating and everything, versus if they're 20 already, that it's not going to be in the league till they're 23 to 25 years old, somewhere in there. And I just don't really enjoy that. Yes, Peaceful, you did just miss the draft lottery. We won the number 1 pick yet again, just didn't move again. So, yeah, very solid there. So we should be getting Weston Holloway here. And yeah, we have an elite goalie coming up the system here in Sanchez. He looks solid. He is our best chance at having an elite goalie. And then we have these 3 starters. So really, we probably don't. you just always just miss the draft lottery. But yeah, obviously I wasn't quite as excited this year as I was in previous years, because it's not a franchise D-man at the top. But yeah, still 2 times in a row. Are you kidding? I know, you're just like right there, just miss it. But all right, let's I'm just gonna take a minute or two here when we jump into the draft. I'm gonna call a timeout. We're gonna plan out our picks nice and quickly, and then we will go from there. So let's get into it without too much delay here. Obviously, this pause here that I'm going to take for 5 minutes or whatever to plan everything out. This pause will be edited out, obviously, but let's look at the draft class. So, well, let's look at our picks first, actually. Sorry, that's what I want to do. I want to see where all of our other picks landed. Should be 34 with our second round pick. But yeah, we've got a system going here that looks pretty solid. So yeah, 34, 67, 100, 133, 166, 199. Easy picks again. But yeah, Weston Holloway is the guy, in my opinion. Did you guys didn't have any retorts as far as it must be a bad luck curse as far as we've lost all the lotteries that you've watched? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, that's we get to the lottery, be like, Peaceful, out, leave the stream. You're not allowed to watch this. You can watch it on the replay. No, that's funny. I mean, to be fair, it's a little unrealistic that we've won 3 lotteries at this point, but that is all good. So yeah, do you guys think, yeah, you take your guy Holloway? Yeah, okay. That is what I was thinking. I was like, well, we need the D-man more than anything else. And yeah, he's a lefty too, which is very nice. Of course, being a 2-way D-man also is awesome, because that means he'll probably play better defense than DuPont or Levshunov. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. So our second round pick, I think it has to be over Harding. I think it has to be what's his face here? It has to be Rogers. So we will go with Cole Rogers as the second pick. He's a WHL D-man. Again, another lefty, which is great. That's what we need. But yeah, at 207 pounds, I do get the feeling that he's probably going to be a defensive defenseman, which is okay. Maybe a Mark-Edward Vlasic kind of type. Actually, does he have a comparison? I don't know if he does. No comparison. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, filling out the defensive core is going to be great. And we could get 3 lefty with our first 3 picks. Is that the play? What do you guys think? Do you think we go with Stéphane Gaudreau as our third round pick at 67? Because that's where he would fall, is we would take him off the board a little ways. Because yeah, I'm not opposed to taking Gaudreau there and then getting like Burmistrov or Swanson as the next pick. It's a little bit debatable though as far as who we do next, because Burmistrov might go off the board just based on the scout rank, and Swanson would guaranteed be there at pick 100. And then we get a depth power forward there, which probably wouldn't hurt either. Now I'm banned. Are you for? No, you're not banned. You're not banned. But it's funny how it's landed there. Steve, can I trade down? No, I can't. We have a very strict no trading rule. But I think we're gonna go with Stéphane Gaudreau as the 3rd round pick, because why not just absolutely round out the lefty here? I think that makes a lot of sense. We get 3 lefty picks, 1, 2, and like rounds 1, 2, and 3, and they're all a little bit undersized, but nothing like egregiously small. I think that's gonna be fine. So yeah, we'll do that. Skip over those low elite gems, or low top 6 gems, sorry. And then what do you guys think? Do we go for a gem goalie, or do we... Oh, interesting, Real Divinity. Yeah, I didn't even know. I guess I have a setting on that. Yeah, keep the chat clean, right? It's YouTube. There is guidelines to it, unfortunately. So, but anyways, what do you guys think? What's the pick between these two? Do we go for yet another starting goalie that's a 5-year ETA, or do we go for the power forward winger that's a top 6 and probably, yeah, he can't skate yet again, but that's all good. What do you guys think on these two? I need your input between, do we go for Burmistrov or do we go for Swanson with our 100th overall pick? Because those two, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure who we go for at that point, because the gem goalie could be a very big reward if it pans out properly. Go for the power forward. You have so many goalies. We have like, I think we have 4 or 3 starting goalies and an elite goalie, so I think we're probably good on that end. We'll definitely try to get Sylvain Valquette at pick 133. I just don't know if we will or not. Another Q player. He's left wing, right wing, which is actually very nice. That's kind of what you want, is a guy that can play both sides of your bottom 6. So yeah, I would love to get Valquette too. I just don't know if we will. And then Benson, yeah, Benson would be, I guess Benson could be the backup pick if things don't go well. Korpakari's also 20, so probably not a player that we're going to go for. But yeah, we will go for Jace Swanson. That'll work nicely. We are down to that 3-minute mark yet again, but that is all good. Power forward, he's 6'5", 213 as a 17-year-old. That's crazy. So yeah, Swanson and Valquette are both left-handed Canadians as well. So yeah, we are taking a lot of left-handed guys this year, but I think it's going to work out for the best. And alright, we might need to just call one more timeout here. There are some top 9 guys, which is actually what I would kind of prefer to get in this range, but yeah, Cantor might be good too. We don't know about that yet, Quentin Cantor. But I'm thinking probably, well, Emmanuel Pau is 20, so no guarantees on that. I think Bobolev could be a pick later on, but Mueller there too, we're just going to miss on probably. So let's call one more timeout and just go look at the depth of the draft here. I know I'm really putting you guys, it's not suspenseful, but it's just more so that we're just really deeply exploring the bottom ends of the draft here. So yeah, like Valquette and Swanson, hopefully we'll get both of those guys. If we don't, so be it. But yeah, as far as starters go, we could grab Bobolev a little bit later. I know he is a little undersized as well. What do you guys think? Maybe a goalie with the 6th round pick. Yeah, Bobolev could be a good 6th round pick. And then 193, we'd probably just miss out on Sasha Mueller, but that is okay. And then, yeah, there isn't really a lot else after that. Like, there are some low 9 kind of guys in here that we got tons of scouting on, which is hilarious. What about a medium 6D, man? Is there any? Yeah, no, there's none. He might be another Saros, you never know. Yeah, you're probably right. All right, so yeah, we'll go with Chase Bobolev. Is it Chase? Is that his name? Why didn't I just go to pin players? Hold on. Caden. Yeah, let's go with, yeah, Bobby Lev, medium starter, out of SHL as well, so he could develop if we give him enough time. He is a little small, but that's okay. So yeah, he'll be our 6th round pick more than likely. I doubt he falls to 199, but you never know. There's a slight chance of that. But yeah, for our 7th round pick, I have no idea who we're taking. We'll figure it out as we go. But all right, without further ado, the Newfoundland Growlers are ready to make their selection for the 2028 NHL Entry Draft. And out of the USA Eastern League, we will take the left defenseman, Weston Holloway. All right, and he's 80 overall. Beautiful. That is a very nice overall. He's top 6. That's exactly what we wanted. Awesome. All right. That is a beautiful first overall pick. Cannot complain about that one at all. Is there no way to tell if there's Newfoundlanders in round 7? There might be. Let's see. Let's see what's... Do you think he'll start in the show? Yes, I think so. I think we're going to put him right in. Yeah, I think we're going to put him right in. And as good as this Raphael Roach guy is going to be, he's probably going to be 80 overall as well. Let's just go take a quick peek at the queue and see if there are any Newfoundland players. Actually, yeah, I don't know if there's any way to really tell. Charlottetown would probably be the closest there with Byron, but he's like really bad potential. Cape Breton. Okay, so we could go with like a Joe Hancock. That could be okay. I know he's American, but that's an option. Actually, you know what? Miles Roberts at 231 might not be a bad pick. Yeah. You like it? Yeah, that is a good pick. That's going to turn out well for us, I think. But we'll probably skip Joe Hancock and probably just go with Miles Roberts instead. I know he's from Gatineau more likely than anything else, but yeah, I think he could actually be a pretty decent pick there later on. And yeah, as far as kind of like remaining potential goes in here at least, it's either him or Belchetz out of Rouen Noranda. And in general, like obviously there's other elite guys in here, but Power, Smith, White, Walsh are the last 5 names in Newfoundland. Okay. We have a McGillis in here, Mauricio McGillis, not Shane, but how did you tell that? I'm interested in how you actually came to that conclusion there, Steve. All right, Ottawa's about to make their selection. Google. Oh, that makes more sense. I was like, where is he pulling these names from? But yeah, not a whole lot of guys from Newfoundland. But that's okay. You know what? We'll probably stick with Roberts. And all right, Roach was 82, so we didn't actually give up any potential. We gave up 1 X factor difference, so that is fine with me. And yeah, he was playing in the queue, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. All right, I'm just going to sim out the rest of the top 5 here to see what happens. Ooh, Paulson does go 3rd. Way to go, New York. You really botched that pick. And Schmidt, that's such bad drafting. Come on, guys. What are you... Oh my god, what a bad top 5. Honestly, like that is just such bad drafting. Especially when there's other elite guys on the board. I get if the teams are drafting based on needs, but like, still, that's not good. That is not good drafting, and then the next 3 draft picks after are all going to be really good. Right D again. This time he was out of the... Was he Extra League or DL? Oh, he's National League. Okay, I totally botched that. National League. All right. And then, yeah, what? These were such bad picks. I'm sorry. Like... It's not like the Penguins to make a bad draft pick, but it is more like the LA Kings and the New York Islanders to make a bad draft pick there. All right, let's see how these next 3 picks turn out, though, because you look at what's on the board still. Kopecky, 6th overall to Detroit, is sick. And then Witt, also sick, 7th overall to the... Oh, my God. That's insane. That is an insanely good 6 through 8. Those teams all just got such good players. Like, Witt and Kopecky both look amazing. And then, yeah, the only reason I'm saying we won the draft is because we got the left D-man that's actually elite. All these other D-men were not, so... Yeah, I'm very happy with how that played out overall still. Ooh, and Bob Cobb was sick, too. He goes 9th overall. So, yeah, he was a player I looked at and was like, well, we would be drafting him if we were a little bit further back out of that top 7 or 8 or so. But man, oh man. Karin Heiskanen didn't go first. Yeah, exactly. Do I add X Factors to my list? I do not. Because this year, like in previous years, Steve, I would add X Factors. That was a rule. This is why you don't trade up in the draft. Yeah, exactly. It's because you never know what's going to happen exactly. But, yeah, no, we don't add X Factors because they actually develop naturally. They develop and regress naturally this year, so that's been a nice addition to really change how the game style kind of plays, and you don't have to do as much editing and stuff. Can see Ovi's jersey getting burned up in Vancouver after another playoff exit. Yeah. Yep, more than likely. Hennessy was actually good. Ebbett was pretty good. All right, let's send to the next round. And, of course, we're going to be picking first every single round, which is good. But then we get to see the rest of the draft. Johansson was actually pretty good. Anybody else? Nothing super crazy special. All right, so, cool. Very solid start to the draft. We could take Harding. We're going to skip on him for now. And we are going to go down and pick Cole Rogers as our second pick. Yeah, it's gonna make for a solid defensive core coming up here, and we'll see if he's a defensive defenseman. I get the feeling he is, and he is indeed a defensive defenseman at 63 overall. So not bad there for a second rounder. Obviously, not like our one draft a few years ago where it was just crazy. But ooh, Chapman was very nice. That's an error on my part for sure. And then Harding, yeah, Harding was 65 overall. But you know what? I'm happy with the left D. We don't really need more right D. We have more than enough of those guys. And Nevins was actually pretty nice with it too. So yeah, let's see how the rest of the second round kind of shapes up here. So Nevins, Kane, Lynch, yeah, okay. So there were very good players to start the second round here. Petrell was 60 overall. So not quite as good as Rogers, but yeah, I'm happy with those picks so far as what we've made. And nothing super crazy to end off round 2, so that works for me. It means that we have more potential to pick from here. And of course, we are going to go with Stéphane Gaudreau. I think that is just the right pick here. Yet again, like, we don't really need to question this too much. Oh, I see. I didn't actually know that Pettersson jerseys were getting burned. I'm not surprised, but I do wish we had the option to change play styles. I know that it's cheese, but it's like having a playmaker Kadri turning him into a grinder 2A forward or power forward. Yeah, like it's yeah. Excited for Shield or. Sorry, what are you saying there, Steve? You're excited for the career in Newfoundland? Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens there for sure. All right, but yeah, we will take Stéphane Gaudreau here, and he is going to be 51 overall, but he is a medium top 4 in the third round, so can't really complain about that too heavily. We're just going to sit back and hope he develops properly. That's really it. And yeah, okay, not a bad pick there for round 3. Obviously, that probably could have been close to our round 4 pick, but let's see what else is in there. McInnes was 59 rated, so that's actually a pretty nice pick. Anybody else? It's going to be a matter of, did any of the players we wanted to draft get picked off the board here? They did not. Beautiful. All right, so we will take Swanson with this next pick over Burmistrov. That was the chat's decision, and I'm going to stick with it because I think they are correct, as he will fit a bottom 2 line role very nicely, and he's huge. And Jace Swanson, not Joe Swanson. I know a lot of people are going to probably say Joe because that's Family Guy, and that's the first name you think of when you think Swanson. But yeah, Swanson's 50 overall as a top 6, and you know, drafting those guys at such low overall actually means that there's a good chance they fit bottom line roles really well in the future. But all right, now we get to roll the dice, see if Belchetz is going to be there when we get to the next round, and is that the case? First off, let's see the rest of the picks, and Beaupre was actually pretty good, but apart from that, Belchetz does not go off the board. Nice, so he's going to be there as our next option, and we will take him over Benson simply because he's 17, can play both wings, will fit very nicely in our bottom 6 at some point. And yeah, I got nothing to complain about with Sylvain Belchetz there, as he is 49 overall. Again, we're taking lower overalls in exchange for higher potentials, and hopefully that's going to pay off. So, all right, over to 166 now. And all right, Benson went just a few picks later to the LA Kings. He was only 58 overall, so not really too bad of a trade-off. Again, 8 overall over the span of 2 or 3 years. Isn't really that much growth between us taking a 49-50 rated Sylvain Belchetz versus taking a Benson there who's already 20. So for the next pick, we are going to go with, I think we all agreed on Bobolev here. If Quentin Cantor turns out to be a low elite, though, we are definitely going to be kicking ourselves. But yeah, Caden Bobolev, a Danish. So definitely switching up from all the Canadian players we've picked so far. Like, we've taken 4 Canadians and 1 American. But yeah, we'll take a Danish goalie here out of the SHL. And Bobolev is 48 rated. Okay, so nothing egregious or crazy. And he is a hybrid because we didn't know exactly what his type was going to be there, but yeah, not bad there for a 6th round pick, getting a medium starter goalie. Definitely have to be happy with that. And all right, let's see, where is Cantor? All right, medium bottom 6, so we definitely did not miss there by running the risk. Sasha Mueller is a good player for a top 9 there in the 6th round. And Novoseltsev was a top 9 as well, same with Brewer. So yeah, I mean, nothing crazy for potential in the late rounds, and that is okay. It kind of stings when you see like a low elite that's like 70 plus overall go in the late round. You're just like, are you kidding me? Are you serious, man? But yeah, no, we're gonna stick with, I think we're gonna go Miles Roberts for the last pick here, because yeah, while we have all these other guys, they're just too risky in my opinion for us to really go out and draft. I'm not super worried about missing on Kvasha because he might be in free agency next year. And then Roger Castles, we just don't really need to take. Actually, let's see. Did Robert play 2 years? Oh, he did. So he's actually an 18 turning 19-year-old player. What do you guys think about taking Castles over Robert, simply because, 1, he's a center, and 2, he's a year younger? That's that would actually probably be my decision, but yeah, what do you guys think? We'll have to try and track Benson with LA. Yeah, exactly. Excited for the Captain Canada career. Sorry, Steve, I just totally did not. Yeah, I totally just missed it. Yeah, that was actually a really good emoji. But yeah, we will have to track Benson in LA for sure. But yeah, what do you guys think? I'm thinking we take Roger Castles over Roberts simply because he's a year younger, Simple as that. And yeah, low top 6 out of the U.S. West as a center wouldn't be bad by any means. He's actually would be the only right-handed player we'd be taking this year, which I think is fine. I don't think there's really a problem with that. But what is the chat saying here? Castles, yeah. The coach scheme, Castles would fit just about anything, to be honest. So we're going to go with Castles. All right, and Roger Castles is 51 rated, so not horrible there by any means. Obviously, he wasn't like a 59 rated or whatever. How good Arvidsson was a little while back, 58 rated. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, a very solid draft here yet again. We land a few more good-looking defensemen, and then we get some depth forward pieces for the later rounds, which is great. We get 2 wingers, a center, and a goalie with those other 3 rounds of picks. And yeah, I'm very happy with how that draft went yet again. We got some really good pieces, and we will just sit here and kind of spam through, see if we miss any crazy steals or something. I was wondering how DeMarchi was going to look. Also, a high backup in Patrick Hale is not actually a bad pick. But yeah, the LA Kings take 2 different goalies in one draft, so that's kind of interesting. But I'm quite happy with the goalie we got, Caden Bobilev. We have 2 different Cadens now. We got Caden Sanchez and Caden Bobilev as goalies. So Bobilev might turn out. We'll have to wait and see how his progression goes. But yeah, this draft year worked out extremely nicely for our team, I have to say. We didn't get anything super crazy apart from Weston Holloway, but Holloway is going to be a rock on our back end for the future as a 2-way D-man, especially if we get to pair him up with either Landon DuPont or Artyom Levshunov. Either of those guys will fit very nicely with Weston, so all right. Cummins is a low elite D-man. There's a steal of the draft, potentially. 7th round, 226, literally 5 picks, 6 picks from the end. San Jose, go off. Oh my goodness, what a pick. I don't think we even had him scouted, honestly. He was playing, OHL. I don't think we had him scouted properly, so that one kind of stings, but you know what? Good on the San Jose Sharks for nailing that pick. But Khalil Combs actually looked pretty nice with it as well. Can't complain about that one at all. And yeah. All right. Oh, hello, Dodge. Welcome to the chat. I see you kind of been in there. Franchise mode experience much better. Glad I could help, Dodge. That's exactly why. Peaceful says can't get them all. Obviously, he can't get them all. It's like Pokemon. Ooh, and then Roberts did actually go very last there. But yeah, what a draft for us. We get an 80 rated left defenseman, which is exactly what our team needed heading into this next season. And I think that's really going to make us a lot more competitive because obviously we're adding DuPont as well, which having landed DuPont is going to be huge for this upcoming year. I think he's going to be sweet. But yeah, we have 2 number 1 picks on our back end. We have 3 top 5 picks on our back end now for the future. And we are going to save that file again because I don't want to lose that progress of that draft. It was a heck of a draft for us, and we got some really solid pieces for the future. So, all right. Let's see. What are we getting to here? We're going to the actual re-signing phase. We'll get this done pretty quickly. Bathgate and McDonough. I don't think we're going to get both of those guys. We might have to wait a day, but that's fine. And then we're definitely going to have some scouts just kind of remaining here. I always kind of get ahead of the scouts because I know the scouts are supposed to be the next day, but I'm like, you know what? You can toggle over in here. Why not get them all done right now? And all right, beautiful. Seattle say, oh, no scouts are expiring. That's because I've offered them all contracts already. But all right, here we go. Resign phase is going to happen pretty quickly here. Belchetz is going to be getting an extension as soon as we hit free agency here. And Levshunov is still at 85, so that kind of stings. But you know what? We got some fabulous growth this year. Teravainen and Misa are now both 86 rated centers. Did Teravainen get any? Ooh, we got It's Tricky. That's a fun one. Okay, so I don't know how well It's Tricky is actually going to fit with the rest of our team, but we'll have to wait and see. Tuzolino gets All Alone. All right, that's a fun one. And then Close Quarters for Andy Healy looks nice. Obviously, Vasilyev's not going to change now at this point. And Levshunov hasn't actually changed at all with X Factors recently. DuPont should stay the same for a little bit. Holloway's going to be good. He wears number 25, so that number obviously already exists with Kari Teravainen. So do we go 52, just give him the good old flipperoo, or we could go 28 maybe for his draft year, but what do you guys think? What number should we give Weston Holloway? I would love to hear your opinions in the chat. And let's see. Gotta draft them all. It's a new Pokemon remix song. Yeah. 52. All right. 52 seems to be anyone wearing number 1. I think, yeah, right now we have Delmore wearing number 1. Peaceful, you're on that number 1 trend of give a player number 1, hey? Go with 20 because it's my number. We're trying to keep it all personalized for these players, though, Mark. I know that everybody's got their own kind of ideas for how to incorporate themselves into the franchise mode, but yeah, I want to keep this. You love single-digit numbers. I mean, I do too. They look great on Defenseman, just not number 1. Sorry, like as simple as that. Just not number 1. All right, we're going to run out of goalie spots here. Number 69, I'm dead. Yeah, I think actually, you know what? We have a number 69 kind of slotted on our team here at this point. It's actually, where is he? It's actually Pentikainen. Pentikainen's actually number 69. Steve says, I do not share that feeling, Peaceful. Yeah, no, number 1 on the defenseman is just not my style for sure. You use single digit on all the D. Yeah, and that's the thing is we could. I like to keep it a little more personalized than that. Because DuPont's number 10, so that changes a little bit. Obviously, Levshunov's number 5. So there's a single digit. But Pentikainen's your favorite player now? Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Single digit D-man is kind of fire. Like, it's so cool when you line up, it's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or something like that. Or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. But, yeah, it's not going to be perfect. Obviously, it's fun to have that little bit of personalization, and D-men are going to be all over the place with their numbers and stuff like that. But, all right, let's actually focus up here and get some re-signing done. So we're going to go position by position. I'm going to start with the goalies, obviously. Makar, number 8. Yes, sir. Burns. Yeah, Burns is sick. I think we might actually have to let Ryan Fanti go this year. This might be the year where we finally say goodbye to the legend. He was great in Halifax, though, honestly. Like, 36 wins, like, you can't teach that. So maybe it's Barrett instead. Tristan Barrett. Yeah, I would say maybe Barrett's gone, honestly. Because, yeah, he can't let Vesna Fanti go. Did that on purpose instead of Ranty instead of Fanti. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to buy out Tristan Barrett for the next season and a bit. I know we drafted him, but Ryan Fanti's the man. Like, 36 wins in the A. He was absolutely amazing. Dodge saying, did you see both my scout comments? I think I did. Maybe I didn't. One of them says message retracted. The other one... I changed it slightly after I noticed that if 2 different scouts scout the same player, that they would get different potential. Okay, so that does happen, yeah. Yeah, that is a good way to go, but... let's see. Anything else? No. World's best contracts ever. Quentin Musty's your cousin. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he's going to be a solid player on the Sharks in the future. That's kind of crazy. All right. So we're going to go with Fanti, and we're going to release Tristan Barrett, because actually, instead of Barrett, let's go with Makinen, because he's just hasn't grown over the last 2 years, hasn't played a lot. So yeah, we'll buy out Makinen instead, because we didn't draft him versus we did draft Barrett, so I would feel a little guilty buying out one of my own drafted players. And then on defense this year, you can see where the top 6 is shaping up, but we are going to have to throw a lot of money at Vinny here for the next season or two. Let's go $3.5 million for the next year on Vinny. That should be enough to get him. Sean Walker, we're going to throw like $4 million for the next year at him. See if the team starts playing a little better, and maybe they'll want to stay after that. Dylan Collin, give him the C for real, yeah. But we will sign Holloway because he's going to be good enough to play. Vinny is a block shot monster. I could agree with that. Let's see how many blocks he actually had this year. 92. My God, yeah, you were correct. This man is a shot blocking machine. And he's undrafted, which is even crazier. Although, is he undrafted? Hold on a second. I thought the Edmonton Oilers drafted Vincent Desharnais. I could have sworn Edmonton picked him. Yeah, that's a fuck up in the game. Again. Seriously? Like, he was drafted 183rd overall in 2016. So we actually shouldn't have Vinny on our team now that I'm looking at it. That's crazy. What? Peaceful saying Ryan Fanti's the best undrafted goalie in NHL history. Potentially. I'll slap Rosen with the 1-year contract. Ooh, do we sign Kirka this year? Charles, he finally made it to his stream. Awesome. What's Fanti's number? Let's see. 1? Yeah, he's number 1. So there you go. At least that's... yeah, the fact that Panarin was undrafted is crazy. Braden, you're saying wait on Kirka. I'm down for that. We do have to sign Millman this year. And do we go with the Bush as well? At least he wasn't a first-round pick. True. But yeah, that is kind of annoying that the game is just like has certain players as undrafted. I did sign Van den Busch there just because we drafted him. We might end up buying him out. We'll see what happens. Kind of the same as like Stamkos isn't really turning out. But yes, the big Busch. Never let anyone wear number 1 again after Fanti retires. I'm down for that. All right, we are going to sign Barabanov to another... Yeah, 2-year, $2 million. That works for me. And then Marchessault, we're probably going to pay out a massive contract on him again just to eat some cap. I mean, I would make the argument, Dodge, that Ryan Fanti has actually been our AHL legend so far, just as far as he's gotten us to 2 Calder Cup finals, which is crazy to even think about, really. But, yeah. Oh, you meant Vinny. Yeah, Vinny hasn't really contributed that much. Yeah, so it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's just it does go against one of our draft to glory rules, but that is what it is. And then we're gonna do Michael Carcone, $2.5 million. Carcone, sorry, not Carcone. We'll sign him there. Belchetz will be getting an extension here very soon. And Fanti was undrafted, wasn't he? Like, I'm pretty sure he was, and then Edmonton just signed him to a contract. I believe that's what happened. Yeah, especially once we win a cup and we stick to the rules like as best as we possibly can without EA's stupid misinformation and stuff like that. Ooh, it's time to sign... Is it Khalil? No, Cody. Time to sign Cody Sweat up to a contract. He's expiring, and Voinov too. All right. All right, so we'll get both of those guys as left wingers. And then as far as our centers go, we pretty much, well, we don't have to sign Johnson this year, but we will, simply because why not? Give the guy some more money. And then we will get Arvidsson in the minors this year, so that's going to be fun. We'll have Timonen, Arvidsson, and Pentikainen as kind of our driving centers in the minor leagues, so that'll be fun. Of course, we do have other like wingers and guys like such that can play center, so we're not really concerned about that. But let's advance a day here. We should get, a bunch of coaches back. We won't get our one coach. Oh no, we did get McDonough. That's surprising, actually. And Alex Edler. We have a coach named Alexander Edler, so that's awesome. We should get all of these guys. I definitely paid enough money. I did see a couple rejects. And we ran out of roster space at some point here too, so we will have to go and just release a player or two. But yeah, as far as the main roster goes, we are pretty locked up here. Let's just see all the expiring guys. So Van den Busch was the one guy that didn't sign, and that's fine. We're gonna go to let's go 3 for the next year for Barabanov. That works for me. And then Coughlin will go 1 year at 3. Why not? We have money to spare. What teams are interested in Nietzsche's? Oh yeah, Nietzsche's is coming up. I forgot about that. Chicago's going to be interested in Nietzsche's for sure. We're going to slap a 1-year monster deal on Jonathan Marchessault yet again. Pay him out like $18 million just for being Captain Marshy. And after that, you know what? I'm kind of almost feeling that like Barclay Goodrow gets the release. We'll see. There might be other players that are like way lower rated that have contracts that would just make sense to release. Like, yeah, Voinov and Sweat are quite low. Van den Busch is at least 64 rated. But maybe, Isaiah Salcido wasn't actually bad. He just wasn't very good either. So I think it is time that we buy him out. We talked about doing that like as soon as we signed him. We're like, oh, that's not a great contract. And it's like, yeah, okay, but like it could be all right. And yeah, we're going to get rid of him now. He was from that first draft. He was a 4th round pick. And we are just saying, yep, okay, goodbye. Just never really turned out. We'll clear up the space for Van den Busch instead. And that way we don't have to buy him out. And all right, I think we are rocking and rolling here. We got 6 goalies locked up, which is good. And yeah, we got the Belchetz contract coming up. That's going to be the big one here, obviously. But let's just advance up another day or two. We should get the rest of these guys. All right, we get Barabanov, Marchessault, Coughlin, and Van den Busch, and we are ready to go to free agency. So, that could be a problem. Hold on. Dackel doesn't have, we don't have enough money to sign Dackel. Hold on. What is our scout salary? That's why. I'm like, why is our scout salary not working? It's because we had it like minimal, very much minimal on there. So we will have to go and re-sign our one scout, which we want to definitely do. Let's not fail an owner goal here and actually buy a parking lot this year. That's going to help a little bit. We will do some repairs on like the lower bowls and stuff, and that's pretty much it. Okay, that's fine. All right, and what else are we doing? Oh yeah, scouts. So yeah, we definitely want to sign Dackel again. We should have enough money there. Oh yeah, we got more than enough money to sign her. Okay, and let's advance one more day. And all right, we passed that goal. Beautiful. And we do get Jolene Dackel back. Perfect. Okay, so Barclay Goodrow was the one player that did not sign with the team there. That's fine. Landon DuPont is actually more valuable now than Oleg Vasilyev because he's 80 rated at just 19 versus Vasilyev's only 90 rated at 23. He just hasn't really hit that next stride of growth yet, and hopefully we'll see it this upcoming year because we have so many players that are good enough to really drive this team forward. But we'll see how the off-season growth treats us and things like that because, yeah, it's going to be an interesting free agency here. And, of course, we are going to make the Ethan Belchetz contract extension go, like, we're going to make that a go right now. All right. Where's Belchetz? There he is. How much money are we thinking? I'm going to say he's probably in that 8 mil range. He's going to be 8 mil about, give or take, once we actually pay him the 8 years, which is all good with me. So 0.85 times 7.675 is a 6.525. So we're just going to pay him, you know what, let's just go 6.6 just to make sure he actually signs it. Because 6.6 would be a fabulous contract for Belchetz, considering how good he's actually been for our team so far. So yeah, we will offer that, and hopefully he signs it. And then of course we've got DuPont and Holloway as our young up-and-coming defensive blue line. Holloway got number 27 just naturally put on him there, so we will obviously go and change that. But yeah, let's introduce you guys to the new youngins here. I think you guys have seen all of these players at this point, or I've shown you guys all of these players at this point. So yeah, really now it's just Holloway and DuPont. So here is Weston Holloway. And we are definitely changing that Easton stick. As cool as it is, I don't like it. I really just don't like the old Synergy look with all the new equipment. I think it has its place, but that is not it. All right, so we're gonna go partial CCM, partial Warrior for him. I do like the Warrior sticks. They look pretty sweet, especially when you pair them up right with a team like ours and the color scheme and everything. I think we go with probably, yeah, either the LX Pro or, you know what, the LX Pro just looks so much cooler because it's got the white, like the partial white shaft on it. So yeah, all right, we'll do that one. So the LX Pro along with the covert gloves. He's got no mouth guard, which is fine by me. All right, let's see the, oh, he's got the crazy hair for sure. Can we give Swanson a mustache? Absolutely. Oh, I guess we're on Swanson too. The Swansea stash. Yes, sir. We will absolutely do that. That's going to be fun. All right. So he's very much orange hair. But then in the playoffs, we're going to give him the full patchy beard. So that's going to be Holloway. We're going to change his number to 52 because Kari Teravainen beat him to number 25, which is fine. We drafted Teravainen beforehand, so no hard feelings there. But yeah, 52 is going to be, actually, you know what? I kind of like that look on a defenseman. Yeah, no, he looks sweet. What did you say? Thanks for taking what, Dodge? Thanks for taking KK. Alright, so yeah, obviously we'll wait until we actually get Jay Swanson in, but yeah, we will have the Swanson stash, absolutely, that's going to be fun. And yeah, Holloway's got the 2 X factors there. He's a very good skater, very well-rounded defender. He's going to be great in the future, but alright, here's Landon DuPont, number 10. The franchise defenseman, like the real franchise defenseman of this team. Yeah, he's gonna be fun. We're not changing any of the equipment because these are accurate equipments for the most part. Should have been the handlebar mustache. It will be. We will put the handlebar in. It's just not there yet. And then DuPont's gonna have the patchy facial hairstyle for the playoffs. We will bump that up a little bit as he's getting older now. And all right, any details we need to change? I don't think so. I don't think we can really change anything. Oh yeah, okay, I see what you guys are talking about. Yeah, that will be interesting to see if Nietzsche gets offer sheeted by the what do you call it? By the Canadians. That would just be hilarious as far as the back and forth goes. I would make the argument that Nietzsche is the much better player between him and Kotkaniemi. Like, it's not even remotely close. But yeah, those are our 2 new D-men. They're going to be really the new faces in the team. Delmore might stick. I'm not going to edit him just yet because we don't know how the rest of the team is going to grow. Actually, you know what? Let's edit him now. Why not? Let's do some sick goalie pads and stuff. I think that would be a fun way to end the stream. He's got the all blackout pads. Okay, then. Let's see if there is actually an ECHL Growlers helmet. There should be. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what we want to see. Oh, that looks sick. I forgot about that helmet, if I'm being completely honest. But alright, he seems to be rocking the true, so let's give it a quick little customize. We have the save cut. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks filthy. I love that. Let's do the little, like, oh, do we do a white strip? Yeah, I think, yeah, we'll do a white strip on there. That looks cool. All right, and then black tape is all good with me. Oh man, I totally just botched that. Okay, well, that's fine. We can fix that quickly. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go section by section. Oh man, that sucks. But that sounds like a great opportunity. Okay, as long as he's rocking all warrior ritual pads, then that works for me. I do want to do like a mainly blackout kind of style on it still. Like that actually looks really cool. We're going to keep the black catcher too, just because of what happened, like the controversy earlier this playoffs with Sealovs and everything that happened. How you couldn't see the puck even though it looked like it probably had crossed the line, but like there was no conclusive evidence. Give him the, yeah, that looks cool. That looks really cool. Yeah, the black glove is actually looking quite sick. I'm very happy with it. Ah, it's the wrong color. All right, go to the color wheel. Let's go fully black. All right, we're not gonna be able to fix that. Oh, actually. Oh no, they messed it all up. Ah. Okay. So do we go with the matte black then? Because I like the solid black more. I just need to, nope, not that. Let's go to color wheel. Okay, that's as good as it gets. And then you look at this. No, it's not gonna fix it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I guess yeah, no, it looks all messed up now because of it. So I'm gonna have to go back, do this again, which is fine. But we have to hit apply to all to get the full blackout. Did that work? Or did it? Oh, it did that. Okay, that's interesting. Kind of, yeah, interesting style and setup, like the black and, ooh, actually, you know what, these actually turned out pretty nice. The only thing I might change is the one text on there, if it'll let me. There we go. Yeah, that's what I wanted to change, was that one right there. That looks so sick now. And then there was a text box on here too. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. We got the color back. Okay, that's perfect. I wanted that like full black kind of look rather than the kind of off black. But then, yeah, by doing this, we can just fill that back in. It looks better. It's not quite perfect, but it's a lot closer than it was. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Delmore's looking good. $10 million for sale. What? That's crazy. That's a crazy contract extension. But the black's looking clean. Peanut butter and jam, eggs and bacon, black and kind of like light brown with the Growlers. Yeah, this is looking good. Ooh, Delmore is scruffy looking, man. I like it. Oh yeah, he's got the full chin centric. Beautiful man's Ralph Delmore. He's gonna be hopefully the goalie of the future. We'll have to wait and see, but obviously no X factors yet. He's just not there yet. But and he's got goalie stance 1, so let's see how that looks. Yeah, that works for me. And yeah, there we have it. So yeah, he will have the blackout pads even with the other colors, but it should be fine. And yeah, I think Delmore's gonna be a fun goalie for the future. Like he's looking okay. Like especially as our backup for $1 million for the next 8 years, like $1 million a year for the next 8 years. That's about as good as we can get on a contract extension. So there you have it, guys. I think we're gonna be wrapping the stream up here tomorrow. Like tomorrow afternoon, I've got a 3 p.m. stream scheduled. It's a little bit later than usual, simply because I have to go over and help out a neighbor with some yard work and stuff like that because, I'm young. So, but yeah, like you guys have absolutely been crushing it on the views and just helping the channel grow. It's been amazing. I've really enjoyed doing these streams because you guys are so engaged in it and enjoying it and having fun. And yeah, like it's over this next week because we've got tomorrow we're doing a stream as well. So that's going to be from 3 p.m. until probably 6 p.m. and that's Pacific time. So it will be late. Some of you might not make it, but that is all good. I don't blame you for that. Just go watch the replay after. It'll be there the next day. But we'll be doing a afternoon stream tomorrow, then we'll be doing a morning stream on Thursday, and then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I work, but you watch all the replays. That's awesome. It's awesome, Dodge. I'm glad you're enjoying it and actually staying engaged in all of it. But yeah, if I do remember correctly, I did say we were going to do 4 streams this week, which is awesome. And yeah, 12 p.m. on the 24th, so that's the Friday. Yeah, we'll do a 12 p.m. stream on the Friday. So yeah, tomorrow, 3 p.m. for the stream. Thursday, 9 a.m. again. And then Friday, we'll be doing the noon stream because that's just when it says most of you guys are watching. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, watching us land yet another #1 overall pick and kind of improving our team even more through the draft. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna cruise through a lot of seasons here over this week. We're going to get 4 more seasons done, and we might actually be in some type of contention at that point by the end of this week. So it's going to be fun. I'm really enjoying this series. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying it too. We've got some crazy nicknames going there in the chat as far as, we got Vassy, we got Wolf Slayer, we got Captain Canada, we got Fancy for the Vez. But yeah, Vez Fancy, that's he's been something else, that's for sure. But yeah, that is where we're gonna wrap this stream up. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for all watching on the edited side of YouTube, for any of those who are watching episode number 12 here. But that is it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and until next time.